Good morning. My name is John Cunningham, and I'm here to help you learn beekeeping in long Langstroth Vertical Hives. Firstly, what I'd like to do is a bit of an introduction to the different types of hives that are available. This will help us see if long Langstroth is the best way for you. So, Langstroth hives were developed over 100 years ago by a reverend and using bee space, and they allowed for honey to be taken from the hives without killing the bees and for better hive management. So this is a picture of a empty frame ready to be put into a beehive, and this is a photo of a similar frame that the bees have drawn out filled with honey. There's honey there and a bit of brood, and these frames, once you've set them all up, can be loaded into different size boxes. So usually they'll go into either an 8 or a 10 frame box, which is stacked above each other. This photo shows a 10 frame Langstroth hive, double box. The box beside it is a 5 frame nuke box. A nuke's what you buy when you're starting off, a nucleus hive. I'll be covering what you should look for when you buy them, and later on another video on how to make them when you're a bit more advanced and make your own nuke and advance your stocks. This is a top bar hive. You can tell by the sloping sides. I've had these. They're very good for natural beekeeping, but they're very difficult to work without killing a lot of bees. I'll do some more comprehensive videos doing inspections on top bar hives compared to an inspection on a long Langstroth hive. This hive is a Wari hive, which is actually illegal if they're used correctly because the frames can't be removed. Some people adapt and add frames to them, but that just makes it like a mini version of a Langstroth hive, kind of defeats the purpose. So, not my favorite. This is a flow hive, very, very popular hives at the moment. Introduced a lot of people to beekeeping, which is great. My problem is a lot of people, when they buy it, think they just have to turn a tap, get the honey, but uh, they still have to learn beekeeping. They've still got to get a bee suit, go in, do inspections. The hives can be very expensive, but I will do more videos comparing them later on, so that you can decide which way you want to go. So Langstroth hives, I think, are great. When you don't want to use a Langstroth hive is if you want to do any sort of formats of commercial beekeeping. They're much for the hobbyist. So you can't move long Langstroth hives like these are normal Langstroth hives being moved around the country for pollination or chasing a honey flow. You can't do this with long Langstroth hives. They're just too difficult to move. The other thing is you're limited to, my hives have got 27 frames. Some can have 30, 33, but you can't stack. You have to work them every 4 or 5 weeks to take the honey out. You can't, like beekeepers, if they're busy, just keep adding boxes and go back and take the honey out next year. They can have 60, 70, 80 frames. We're limited. We have to go in with long Langstroths every 4 to 5 weeks. So for the hobby keeper, I think they're the easiest way to go. Long Langstroths are simple to use and no lifting. So a normal box full of honey can weigh 30 kilos or 66 odd pounds. There's a few gadgets and mechanisms available to help you move them and lift them, but they're expensive and they're cumbersome and not easy to go. So you don't want to drop a 30 kilogram box of honey when it's still full of bees. That can really lead to being a nightmare. So with a long Langstroth hive, you lift the lid. The bees hardly even know that you're there because you've got a series of inner lids. You move frames around. You can lift honey out one frame at a time. It's just all so easy. So I will be doing a series of videos, tutorials on the different way to beekeep a normal stacked up 10 frame box Langstroth hive compared to how you would work a long Langstroth. There are some subtle differences that experienced beekeepers would benefit from knowing, I think. And also, I'll be doing a set of videos for the absolute beginner, and each one will be itemized so you can go back and refer to them. Commercial guys probably won't need to use those. So, look, happy beekeeping. I'll see you in the next video. Please.